Recording. Hello, everybody. This is Shige Higashi, editor of Culture News. Culture News will present Ken Koshio sings song of Showa song, Japanese song, on this Saturday, March 29th, at Zenshuji Temple in Tokyo. So we like to introduce the singer and the musicians, Ken Koshio. Now,
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever. My name is Ken Koshio. Thank you very much for this opportunity to have my music go back to a little Tokyo. Thank you very much, Mr. Higashi, and all of you. How are
yeah,
you?
welcome, more than welcome.
Thank you very
So
much.
we like to show you a small slideshow about the Ken Koshio. So here we go. Okay,
Wow.
wow.
Seems like
So
this.
what is this? This is very young picture of you.
Yeah, I hope you recognize. So the guy who has the guitar, two guys are right there, but the bigger one is me. It's a
Uh-huh.
2000, I think, '03. So, but this picture has a lot of great story. So we have a several different, pictures we're going to introduce you guys. So I don't want to talk too much. But this one in a little Tokyo, Japanese Village Plaza in 2003. And myself, I was singing every weekend over there before maybe some, even right now they don't have it, but they used to have the, little like water pond. And then also a lot of people are hanging around there. And then
Oh, I
behind
see.
me, right, so is I think Yamazaki bread or something. That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Yamazaki Blade is still opening,
Oh, all
still
right,
open.
okay, that's great. Yeah. So then actually next to me on my, right side, he plays guitar, on the chair. His name is Phil Chen. He's a great my mentor, but
Mm.
also he's really one of the most famous bassists in the rock and roll history with the Jeff Beck and the Rod Stewart and so many artists was played with his bass. And I met him back in 1996 in Los
Mm.
Angeles, and he's been really taking care of me well as a musician, human beings. But the
Mm.
day he was playing with me, and then
Mm.
also the gentleman, it's also not a historical kind of person, especially in Japanese Americans history in the United States of America, but also this is a world history. Her name's Sue Kunitomi Embry, and when she was 21, I mean actually 9, no, 21, she got into the Japanese concentration camp in back then 1942, and
Mm.
she was a founder of the Manzanar Committee. Still, they're doing the pilgrimages, but back then, when she was younger, she was also do a lot of those kind of activist, you know, achievement, and then she used to sing the famous folk singer Pete Seeger too. So she was also, when I started to sing around the area, big follower of Ken Koshio. So the two people with me is really important picture, but the both of
Mm.
them now in heaven. So with
Mm.
that memory, I'm gonna sing with them. Yes.
Mm. Wow, very nice picture. So this
Right.
was more than 20 years ago.
Right. That's correct.
Wow, wow. Yeah,
2003.
really heartful pictures. So let's
Yes.
go next one.
Sure.
Okay, next
Right.
one.
Okay, this one I think is maybe like a 27 or 8 or something. So this picture, the artist, you can see that, kind of a variety. So some are Native American, hope you guys, and then also some African drummer, and some are
Mm.
Hawaiian, and then some
Wow.
are different, kind of a cultural background artist.
Mm.
So, and one of that guys, and then I was playing now the Japanese drum on the left hand side. So that's me. But
Mm.
so the point is, when I was in Little Tokyo, I was
Mm.
more like a singer and songwriter and a rock and roll singer. But when I
Mm.
moved to Phoenix, or moved to the United States of America, I started to realize my music coming from Japanese background. So then I started to play Japanese wadaiko more often. So then when
Oh,
I moved to Arizona, those Native Americans or more like indigenous people from Hawaii or Africa, those artists are really interested into, corroborate with me. So I was still singing my, rock and roll songs, but I started to play traditional music with the drumming, but also to corroborate. And then one of the guy who has the, big, like,
mm.
the birds
Twin
wings.
brothers.
Right. So he is the one of the most famous 7 times world champion of the native hoop dancer. His name is Derek
Oh,
Suleiman
oh,
Davis. So he's
oh,
from Hopi Nation. And so the
I
other guy
see.
on the right hand side, big guy, he plays the flute. That's also Rayon Poliquapteo, both coming from the Hopi Nation in Arizona. And we've
Mm,
been performing together as a Hopi Toa. So
mm,
the
mm,
unit
mm,
going to hanging around the United States, but also visit to different, countries and in the Japan too. So this is another my really early time of the Arizona historical picture.
mm, mm. Wow, great. So I heard that very often you are asked what kind of tribe you
Right.
come from.
So that kind of, background, nations, nationality, they ask me the what tribe. So I'm, a Japanese, but they think I'm really some kind of indigenous people here. Then I'm saying I'm a Japachi. So with the
Apache. Great. Okay, let's go next one.
All right, so this one is a little bit later than that picture, but this is one of the most maybe colorful picture in Japan. So the place, it's a club. It's called the Bottom Line. So it used to be
Mm.
that club was in New York, but my hometown Nagoya, took the name brand, and then also they have this club maybe over what 40, even 50 years now, but
Oh, oh.
not 50, maybe 40 years. So when
Mm,
I was younger, when I was in Japan, I performed this club quite often once getting popular as a folk rock singer. But
wow.
moved to the United States back in 1998. So I didn't perform not that much. But this picture is back 2000, maybe what, 12, 13. 14.
Mm.
So one of the guy who really took care of me, younger Ken Koshio, he passed away, and you can see I'm holding the picture of his,
Oh, I
his,
see.
right. And then so next, the guy Flower, has a
Mm,
flower. Is my son Miro.
mm,
So it means
mm,
that all of those musicians, they're my old buddies. But
oh,
also on the left hand side of the end, who the like a white little cap. His name is
mm,
um gosh, Humio Hamada. He's also
mm,
another famous drummer, and he used to
mm,
play with the, maybe if you're Japanese, the Nagabuchi Tsuyoshi. He's the drummer of the Nagabuchi too.
mm,
So
mm,
means these
wow.
pictures are my also one of the memorial, yeah, important picture
Mm,
I have been from the early times of folk singer Ken Koshio from Nagoya, Japan to today. So the
mm,
Fumi-san was a really great, my, also mentor and a great drummer, but
mm,
he passed away last year also.
I see.
Yeah.
So your old friends are very great musicians in
Right.
Japan.
So then
Mm,
still, some of them we perform together in Japan when I'm in
mm.
Japan.
Okay,
Yes.
let's go together.
Right.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So now this one is a focus on this form of the drumming. So this is called the Hiroshima Nicho Daiko. So
Mm,
my form to play this one is really the specific style from the traditional Hiroshima taiko music. And
mm,
my point of this, picture is so this coming concert at the Zenshuji Temple,
mm,
basically I'm singing a lot of Japanese or some like my kind of folk music, but I'm gonna play some songs with the taiko too. But
mm,
this one it usually played with Japanese flute and cymbals, which is called chagiri, and then also those drums and a bunch taiko people. But this
Mhm.
kind of a, form to be really lowered and played like this is not easy. But
Mhm.
some, way we can say maybe not just only Japanese taiko drumming, but drumming is traditionally it's also giving the spirits to the gods, but also part of the sacrificing to
Mhm.
our
Mhm.
energy to do this
Mhm.
or next maybe harvest or appreciation of
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
harvest. So those Hiroshima's tunes really suit me since I started to play taiko. So I've been still learning, but my this song's root is coming from Hiroshima, Japan,
Mhm.
and my
Mhm.
sensei, he's the one of the survivors of the Hiroshima bombing
Mhm.
back in 1945, the August 8, 6. So his name's
Mhm.
Mr. You know, uh, Munakata. So I'm going to see him, you know, this summer. Also, he's coming to Taiko conference. But just I
Mhm.
wanted to share, with everybody, my music, even play rock and roll or
Mhm.
what or wadaiko. Always
Mhm.
that spirit is coming from some roots of the Hiroshima too.
Wow, we cannot wait to hear Ken's haikos. Okay, let's
Yes.
go. So
Yes,
this is the
okay. So this is
Hiroshima part.
another kind of my, important picture in front of that, ground zero, the monument of the
Mhm.
atomic dome. So I'm holding this picture with the sanshin means,
Mhm.
Okinawan three strings, instruments. So the story back to the when I was in Los Angeles, California, when I was playing Little Tokyo, Pasadena, Venice Beach, Santa Monica, or Hollywood, whatever. So I was playing more like a basically Japanese folk, music with the acoustic guitar. But when I was singing, some of my cover tunes are coming from the Okinawan music. It's called the Hana, is the meaning of the flower. And then that original song was written by the Shokichi Kina. He is a famous, Okinawan rooted music of the rock and roll singer and songwriter. But this instrument is coming from the Okinawa island. So for
Mhm.
mainland, kind of a person like me, now Okinawan music is not quite, special, but to my generation was
Mhm.
still Okinawan music was a kind of unique music. So I
Mhm.
love to sing, I love to listen those music, but I didn't know that traditional the instruments how to play. But when I was
Mhm.
singing that song, so his name is also, Seiichi Shimabukuro, Master
Mhm.
Seiichi Shimabukuro.
Mhm.
He was a really famous Okinawan folk singer in,
Mhm.
Okinawa. But when
Mhm.
he was younger, he moved to the United States and he lived in, LA area for a while. And then one
Mhm.
day, with his Okinawan group and my performing, we
Mhm.
performed together. And then
Mhm.
when I sing that song by myself, he
Mhm.
listened to what I did, and then he came to me and then, hey, Ken, you have to practice the traditional the
Mhm.
instrument
Mhm.
touch, and then just come to my house. And then even he didn't take any lesson fees, and he taught me every week 2 times or something. And then every time when I go there, so his wife cooked traditional Okinawan meals. So this picture is a memory of
Mhm.
Seiichi Shima Master Shima
Mhm.
Sensei, and then also the
Mhm.
meals plus
Mhm.
the instruments I'm holding in from the Ground Zero in Hiroshima.
Mhm. Wow, good story. Let's
Right.
go.
So that's gonna be a start to next song
Right.
too. So then this one is a kind of, my kind of a turning point for today. So I performed with a jazz band in
Oh.
Phoenix, Arizona. So mean is that guy in the picture, um, you know, so he is one of the organizer of this, event and are organizing. So Doug John. So he really wanted to me to be part of their traditional like a jazz festival in Phoenix, I
Mm.
mean Scottsdale.
Mm. Mm.
And
Mm.
then actually there's a really one of the best younger drummer and me, we both kind of collaborate in the
Mhm.
festival and they
Mhm.
really loved it. So this is one of the new kind of my featuring with the jazz music with the Wadaiko.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then this
Wow.
beautiful picture is one of the most famous but the great, acoustic theater in Phoenix. It's called the Music
Mm.
Instrument Museum's Theater. So
Oh.
this is a famous, actually, that's a musical instruments exhibiting, those kind of a museum first. But their
Mm.
theater has great acoustic sound. So
Mhm.
today, include those kind of jazz festival, but also I collaborate with the Indian tabla player, and then
Mhm.
also the guy who has a big nose, kind of wooden instrument. It's called the didgeridoo. So then
Mhm.
my taiko troops with JP and my son. So this is one
Mhm.
of the today's my activities.
Wow. Mhm. Great.
Yes. Yeah, so then going back to this one is my root of the California as a Japanese American, or means Japanese lives in the United States. So you can see Manzanar pilgrimage. So this was exactly the story I started talking about the very beginning with the picture. Su Kunitomi Embry started back 1996 to come back to their, old barracks area in front of Mount Whitney in Sierra Nevada mountains in Northern California. So used to be a Japanese concentration camp. One of them in the Manzanar was there. So then after they came back from the camp, they started to, you know, talk about as an American and then also as a human beings, how much we can live together without racism. So those kind of activities still going on today, and this is one of the picture I performed for the pilgrimage.
Mhm. So this year, the Mandana pilgrimage will
Yes.
take on April 26 Saturdays.
Okay.
So are you going to sing this year again?
I hope so. They didn't contact me always last minute, but I think
Oh,
so. Yes.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
hoping to see you at the Manzana.
Absolutely. Sounds great. Okay, so this picture, and maybe you can move to next one too, please.
Mhm.
Next picture too, please.
Oh, next picture. Okay.
Yeah. So those two pictures are now every single days, last 1,827 times for the sunrise. I do my personal discipline and a pilgrimage as a prayer for my life and for everybody's life. That this is the one of the highest mountain in Phoenix. It's called the Paistewa Peak. So usually people take maybe from 40 minutes, maybe 1 hour mountain. I carried my taiko and then go up to the top about 30-40 minutes, and then I do my practice of the prayer with a taiko and a native flute, and then also Japanese bamboo flute fue, and do maybe 20-30 minutes of those kind of my dedication performances. And then this pose position is a ending. Really, you can see.
Mhm.
Really, this is the edge of the cliff, the top of the mountain. And I make the balance right there, left side and the right side. So that is, mentally, physically, try to maintain my life to be centered.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So then this one, and also please go next one. So they are my great, maybe if you can recognize some are same people. And then actually behind me on the right hand side, this is my wife, Eriko. But we have a lot of my taiko students or some Japanese community with a Japanese friendship garden or different kind of a, connection with the Japanese American people here, but also all over. Some are from India, some are from the Czech Republic, some are from Israel, some are from different countries outside, also that's different states, all of people. Once I started this, my practice since 2020 of the March 23rd, because uh, COVID hits us to totally destroyed our regular life condition. So in my case, I lost every single performance opportunities, and even I couldn't teach in classes because couldn't close each other in a tight room. So and I started to have this practice to climb the mountain with my drum since then. So try to do every single morning, and then so far so good. I've been doing this my practice. So they are my people we call the
Mm,
Paestua
mm.
families. So that's
Yeah,
pictures
good.
of everyday things.
Thank you very much. Very good stories, and
Sorry, a little bit longer, but
also we are looking forward to hearing your song and music on Saturdays, March 29th, at 11 a.m. at the Zenshuji Temple on Little Tokyo.
right,
Zenshuji Temple is located near First Street at the corner of the Hewitt Street, and just one block away from Metro Little Tokyo Art District stations. Very convenient to come. And the space is still available. So please call me for the reservation. My number is 213-819-4100. 213-819-4100. Call me Shige Higashi, Culture News, or uh, Ken Koshio concert. So thank you very much, Ken-san, for sharing your time and
my
your
pleasure.
good memories with us. And we hope to see you at Little Tokyo very soon.
So can I say something? One thing is
Please,
okay.
yes.
So, basically those pictures, just, I covered whole this my life recently with my music. But at the same time, this event is not just only about me or about the story of me. I've been working my life as a peace activist or whatever, but always this cultural news has been supporting me, and then also this relationship with Mr. Shige Higashi gives me a lot of meanings to continue to do importance of this kind of our discipline achievement, and then also cultural, but also our humanity exchanging through the art, music, whatever we have been doing, creating this whole world. So, part of my main reason to do this is with his those kind of historical carrier through the cultural news. Hopefully, we can share more other people, and then also it's going to be more exciting things to know each other, especially for people who doesn't know much about Japanese culture, and then also in Los Angeles area. So we kind of remind our kind of early time of the Showa era and Heisei era, and today we say Reiwa, but those culture goes to a lot of things to move on to the future. So I hope I can see you over there. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you very much. So we hope see you soon at the Little Tokyo. Thank you very much, Ken-san. So I
Thank you
will
very much. See you over
stop.
there. Welcome. Bye now.